Guess what? The unthinkable just happened. I Know What You Did Last Summer, yes, that nostalgic 90s slasher that's been chilling quietly in the shadows, just pulled off a twist so bold it actually beat Scream to the punch. That's right folks, the other Kevin Williamson brainchild just snatched the slasher spotlight. But before we unpack the carnage, take a second, smash that subscribe button, hit like, drop a comment, and if you're feeling generous, sign up for channel membership. You get exclusive content, we get to keep making creepy breakdowns. It's a win-win. Alright, let's get back to the gore. So, both franchises were born of the same 90s Scream Queen DNA, built on an ensemble of pretty people with bad secrets and worse luck. But while Scream has been content tiptoeing around one of horror's juiciest fan theories, I Know What You Did Last Summer just dove in, hook first. Scream got its legacy sequel Glow Up in 2022, and now it's I Know What You Did Last Summer's turn to play. Jennifer Caton Robinson is in the director's chair, resurrecting the 1997 premise like a horror phoenix. Reckless teens, a tragic accident, and a killer with a very particular set of skills. Mainly, stabbing people with a fisherman's hook. The 2025 film introduces fresh faces, sure, but let's be honest. What had us leaning forward in our seats was the return of the OG duo, Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. That's right, Julie and Ray are back, only this time, one of them didn't just come to reminisce. And here's the kicker, Ray is the new fisherman. You heard that right, the man who once ran from the hook is now swinging it. And while the main killer is actually his protege Stevie, played by Sarah Pidgeon, Ray joins her twisted revenge tour after decades of buried trauma finally bubbled up like a corpse in the bay. After Stevie's friends cause a fatal accident, deja vu anyone, she decides to go full slasher mode. Ray, broken and brooding, becomes her unlikely ally. The final act pits him against Julie in a bone-chilling showdown that's both heartbreaking and horrifying. These aren't just kills anymore, this is legacy-bleeding, soul-twisting stuff. Now let's talk tea. Scream fans have long theorized that either Sidney Prescott or new gen lead Sam Carpenter might actually crack and become Ghostface. With Sam being the daughter of OG killer Billy Loomis, it kind of made sense. The 2022 film even dangled that possibility like a bloodstained carrot, but so far, nada. Meanwhile, I Know What You Did Last Summer just went full throttle and did it. And it works so well here because Ray's character was never as fully cemented in our hearts as Sidney Prescott. Turning Sidney would be like finding out Ellen Ripley was a xenomorph the whole time. It would break us. Ray though, Ray was always just there. Quiet, haunted. Now, he's a tragic villain with real emotional weight. Julie holds on to her humanity. Ray loses his. It's a powerful contrast and gives the story a surprising emotional gut punch. And let's be real, if Scream had made this move first, horror fans would have either rioted or fainted from shock. But I Know What You Did Last Summer, it tiptoed into the slasher arms race and quietly dropped a narrative nuke. So who wins the battle of the horror legends? Look, Scream had 6 solid entries, a rabid fan base, and a more polished track record. But in the category of most shocking character heel turn, the fisherman just reeled in the crown. No offense Ghostface, but you blinked and Ray hooked the glory. My final thought, if Scream was playing chess, I Know What You Did Last Summer just flipped the board, threw the pieces in the air, and stabbed the king with a hook. And honestly, I'm here for it. Thanks for watching.